While I was scrolling on Instagram for some reels to get some ideas, I came across some drag races with stock cars, modified cars, whatever. And one of them, out of nowhere, driving on a straight line, one of the cars started to slide around, to lose control. Why is that? Why does this happen? And why you should be aware if you have a rear-wheel drive, not only a rear-wheel drive, but especially a rear-wheel drive vehicle with a lot of power. Even if you have a limited slip differential on your rear axle and you have a rear-wheel drive and you have a super powerful Porsche 911 or whatever car, a powerful car with a lot of torque, and you kick down it, the wheels that are pushing your vehicle, if one of them, because of any reason, gets like 5% less traction because of road imperfections, because of road inclinement, because of a fault, because of a glitch in the transmission. You don't get, when you have a limited slip differential, you don't get like super hardcore, even equal distribution, power torque distribution to the driving wheels. There's a slightly small difference depending on road conditions and other mechanical reasons. If you want to put all the horsepower down to the wheels, you have 700 horsepower, and one of the wheels gets 5% less from some reason. That 5% goes to the other wheel through the limited slip differential, and you get the spin. Before you take out the throttle, you start braking, you're already sliding, and the accident occurs. To be honest, you don't really need that much power. All you need is some poor driving conditions, poor weather. You have a Mazda Miata, Mazda MX-5, manual, rear-wheel drive. You're going on a curve, it's wet, or you have some sand on the road and you kick down. You can get the same oversteer, basically. It's an oversteer. And my message to you is, if you have an extremely powerful rear-wheel drive vehicle, avoid a kick down when you are standstill, when you are in the first and second gears, if road conditions aren't perfect, because you can slide, you can oversteer, you can cause an accident. The more powerful the car, the higher the risk. The poorer the grip, it's not dry asphalt, it's wet asphalt, it's snow, it's sand, it's mud, the greater the risk. If you don't have a limited slip differential, the risk is even higher. If you have all-wheel drive with a limited slip differential, central limited slip differential like a Torsen, or a viscous couple limited slip differential like in a Subaru, the risk is diminished, but it's there. Even if you have all-wheel drive, limited slip differential, and you have like 1,000 horsepower, you see all those modified cars, the risk is there. It's a lot smaller, but the risk is there. There are a lot of videos on YouTube with cars having quattro, all-wheel drive, and out of nowhere they lose control. Well, you can lose control because maybe you experienced some ice on the road or some sand, you're in a curve, and obviously you lose grip, you lose control, and you start sliding around. But I'm talking about sliding and losing control out of nowhere in a straight line when you floor it. This usually happens in a rear-wheel drive vehicle. So if you buy an M3, a Mustang, McLaren, whatever rear-wheel drive car with a lot of horsepower, be cautious. This can happen because of physics. There is no such thing as an ideal environment. Even if you have safety systems, even if you have traction control, even if you have a limited slip differential, even if you have wide tires, this risk exists. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is to watch dozens of videos on Instagram, YouTube, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. You can have fun with a Ferrari. I've driven a Ferrari last year in Lithuania, the first time I have ever driven a Ferrari, and I avoided to kick down it in first gear. I started to accelerate it a bit faster, starting with second, and kick down only starting from third gear to avoid a slide, especially because the car at that moment was equipped with winter tires, and winter tires, are softer. Softer tires, powerful car, rear-wheel drive, road was bumpy, so the risk was there. You have to be extremely careful when you have a powerful car and you want to floor it to impress somebody or whatever, because you can end up crashing the car. It's also valuable if you have a powerful rear-wheel drive vehicle and you want to do a small power slide for fun. Having too much power, if you floor it at low speed, you can oversteer very quickly, you can lose control very quickly, and you can end up hitting the car or causing a crash or hitting somebody, a person, so it's very dangerous. So I have one big advice for you. If you purchase or if you own such a vehicle, go to a racetrack, go take a course on defensive and sports driving, because it's vital in my opinion. I don't know how it's around the world, but unfortunately in Romania, if you get your driver's license at 18 years old, if your daddy has the money, or if you have the money, the second day you can drive a Lamborghini Aventador. Nobody cares. There are no restrictions. There is a law that is being discussed right now to limit for 3 years for beginners the amount of horsepower that you can have on your first car. But I'm not sure if it's official or not. It's a good idea. My first car had 75 horsepower, 1.6 naturally aspirated gasoline engine, and right now I have a car with 150 horsepower. I had 2 cars with 218 horsepower. I think it's more than enough. And what's more than that, it's simply for somebody who's passionate, likes to do stuff, likes to hear a big engine, but it comes with risks. So we need education on that. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit a like if you like this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode.